Anong mga breed ng aso?
Collie. Collie. C-A-U-L-E-Y.
Alam ko na kasi shih tzu. Meron ka.
I just want to make sure everybody's here. Are any of you traveling with Kevin today? I think you're
Yeah,
supposed to be.
yeah.
Very good. That's good. That's great. You're here. So we'll get started. First of all, welcome everybody.
Thank
And I hope you're enjoying your trip around the Ring of Kerry so far. And thank you for taking time and coming in to see us at Kell's Sheepdogs. So my name is Tom O'Sullivan. And this is Claire. Claire's a fully trained border collie. She's 4 years old and she's a vital part of everyday life in our farm, and most of the farmers of Ireland have a working border collie. We have tremendous respect for them. You can see lots of sheep about scattered in our mountains. Quite a difficult task to go out there and gather them at various times during the year, and I don't think I'm biased in saying it's impossible without the help of a working border collie. So Claire's going to demonstrate her skills shortly. She's going to run up to the top of the field here and gather these sheep on the right hand side.
Wow.
And I'm constantly communicating with her while she's gathering the sheep. I have a set of 4 commands. So verbally, if I want her to move to the left, I say come by. Move to the right, I say away. Stop is lie down or stand, and walk on. The sheep flock together, and every move the border collie makes from then on will have the opposite effect on the sheep. So whether it's a group of 7 sheep here today, or when we're at home gathering or out in the hills, 200 or 300 sheep, they flock together and the dog has control over them by her movements. It's very windy today. I've noticed already that a lot of the dogs don't hear my voice commands when they're communicate with them in those instances, and I'll be using the whistle quite a lot today. We have different tones for the movements I was talking about. To the right, to the left, stop, and get closer to the sheep. Okay, so we're going to start off by sending Claire up to the left. I'll bring the sheep right down here in front of us nice and calmly to drive them away from us, demonstrating the control of the dog. We'll talk about lambing time, shearing time, how long it takes to train our border collies. We'll discuss that, and you'll see Brad working for a few minutes. He's a 3/4 trained border collie. That's the best way I can describe him. He's 2 years old and he's almost fully trained, so you can see the difference between the two of them. And we'll finish by answering any questions you have. Okay, so we'll get going.
Hirap lagi akyatan hanggang doon po.
Kaya tapos sila nagsishow eh.
Cute ng aso.
Naman, okay?
Hindi tayo magpapatalo, guys.
Hindi tayo magpapatalo sa mga tupa. Tupa lang yan.
Actually, well trained din ang tupa.
Lie down. Ready? Lie down.
Bebe!
Lie down. Lie down.
Gawin mo ng Hermes yan.
Lie down.
Cute!
Lie down.
Walang cute.
Lie
Butik. Hello. Hello. How are you? Hello.
So she's fully focused on these sheep. As you can see, watching them all the time. Come by. Lie down. Lie down. Lie down.
Focus niya, no?
Lie down.
Sobrang focus niya.
Lie down. Lie down. Up, up. Up, up. Lie down. Lie down. Lie down.
Tingin din yung ibang aso.
Now we're starting to drive them from us. Lie down. We lie down. Ready now. Come by. Lie down. Lie down. Ready. Now if I move the dog to the left.
Galing.
Oh, next.
Focus
Next,
ka.
RG.
Next.
Sabi sa mga kaibigan nyo eh.
Sinong sunod?
Kaya rin namin yan, Kevin. Hindi ka sure. Ay, Kevin. Sino to?
Assistant ka.
Lie down. Lie down. Lie down. Lie down.
Gusto ko yung...
Kaldereta.
Wala, sarap ng kaldereta.
Wait. Just put her on the lead for a second while I'm talking.
Military?
So you can see the control she has over the sheep. She's driving them away from us. When I change direction of the dog, the sheep change direction and she has full control over them. These sheep are Scottish Blackface. They are the dominant breed of sheep you're going to see on the Ring of Kerry. They are all females. They're about a year old. And I suppose the Scottish Blackface came to us during the 1700s from England and northern Scotland, or from northern England and Scotland, sorry, and they've been here ever since. You can see our mountains behind us now, they're turning brown, autumn is coming, winter's around the corner, and not a lot of grass growing on our mountains from now on. It's for some reason these Scottish Blackface, they can forage in different plants, and they're one of the few sheep breeds that can survive on the mountains right through the 4 seasons of the year, and that's why they're so popular. There's a faded red colour on these sheep. Our sheep as we're travelling about today. The sheep. It's a very quick way of identifying your sheep. It needs to be reapplied to these sheep now shortly because it was applied in June. And it's rained quite a lot in June right through the summer and the colour is fading off. But before these sheep go to the mountains again, the colour will be applied. The red colour defines our flock ownership. So there are parts of the mountains out there, the valleys and the hills that are thousands of acres in the area, and there's no boundary that refer to that area as a common area. So 20 or 30 farmers might have a right to graze on that common area. So you can imagine when we're going gathering our flock of sheep in the common area, it's very, very difficult to define who owns what sheep unless we have the colour of the So I'm going to go to the hills with Claire and gather 200 sheep. That's the flock we have on our mountains. And sometimes when I spot those 200 red coloured sheep, I send her out to get them and she comes back with 300 sheep or more. Get them on a boat. How long have you passed? Definitely expect the dog to walk that far from us, but obviously it's going to take a lot longer to gather those kind of sheep from us. But that's the kind of distance they will be from the mountains. But I'm out in the hills anyway, gathering my sheep, and instead of 200, I have 300 in front of me. There are some reds, there are some greens, and I need to just bring home my own sheep. I don't want to be bringing home neighbour sheep if I haven't been asked. So we've two options. We start the long journey home with all the sheep and we separate them at the sheep handling facility close to home, or else we use these guys to help us separate them. Okay, it's all about the shepherd's knowledge of the flock instinct of the sheep and the dog's positioning. I'm going to take these sheep back up here now shortly just to demonstrate we can separate them. They're quite relaxed looking, but if I position them in a certain way, one of them will start to escape, maybe two of them, and they'll start following each other through the flock instinct. And when there are 3 sheep left, I'll ask the dog to stop the rest of them escaping, and we'll be back down with 3 sheep. So that's the plan anyway. Hopefully it works. Lie down, wait. Lie down, wait. Lie down.
Si Kevin din daw.
Kevin.
Si Kevin.
Princess,
Ayun
lie
na.
down.
Nasali siya.
Lie down, princess.
Marlon lang.
Wala ako.
Lie down, princess.
Marlon lang. Oh, ayun na.
Ay, ay. Yun natin. Paano niya i-separate ang
In case one
flocking system? Wala, ito si ano, oh. Si Mark, si Marlon. Ay, okay mga akla. Ito na yun silang tatlo.
While separating them, you can see I position the dog one side, I'm on the other. Now we have 3 sheep ready to escape, and Claire is fully focused on these guys. If I get close to them, they don't like me being about close to them at all. They're trying to get away.
Hello, cute!
Watching them all the time. This is very helpful during lambing time. If you came to Ireland in March and April, all our sheep are close to home. They're off the mountains and they're heavily pregnant with baby lambs. And we're checking them day and night to make sure those baby lambs get the best start to life. And no matter how healthy your flock is, there's going to be times when I go out there and I check one and she's having difficulty giving birth to a baby lamb. I need to catch her quickly. I might need to give some medicine to the sheep.
Grabe makatingin.
This exercise means that I can catch them right beside the fence out in the field with the help of the border collie.
Ito si Mark.
Wait.
Si Pasaway.
Lie down. Wait.
Si Mark.
Lie down.
Wala.
Lie down.
Talaga yung pasaway mo.
Now there'll be times when I'm out gathering the sheep, and instead of having too many sheep, we can forget some. No fault of my own or no fault of the dogs. They can be in a valley, they can be out of sight. And we have 4 sheep left up the field here now. Claire isn't watching them at all, but I'm going to send her back to get them shortly. Lie down. Come. Lie down. Wait. 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 Lie down. Wait. Lie down. Wait.
Galing.
So she's still focused on these 3 sheep. Lie down. Wait. Lie
Ito si
down.
Mark.
Uy.
Lie down.
Madapa ka, uy.
Turn around. So we say turn around.
Galing na.
Amazing.
Lie down. Lie down.
Wow.
Lie down.
Good man.
Lie down. Lie down. Lie down.
Hindi niya na kaya yun. Gigil-gigil siya.
Lie down.
Gigil doon sa puwet.
Lie down.
Oh, pagod na si Claire.
Lie down.
Adonis, ikaw na susunod.
Lie down.
Anong gusto niyong performance?
Lovely, Claire.
Next.
Next, Adonis. We got Claire here.
Claire there as well.
Yeah, Adonis. From the Philippines. Papatalo yung grupo natin, ha? Dapat mas magaling tayo dyan.
Dapat competitive ha, guys.
I've no treats in my pockets for Claire. She loves working. They have a tremendous willingness to work once they show it at a young age, and they'll hopefully work for about 10 years. It takes about 2 years to train the border collie up to the standard you see. They might start working as a young puppy. And the next dog I'm going to show you is Bran. He's brown and white border collie. Doesn't matter what colour he is. He showed instinctive working at a very, very young age. We got him from Wales as a puppy, and shortly after arriving at about 12 or 13 weeks old, he started to show interest in working sheep. Okay. We waited until he was about 7 or 8 months old, and then we start training him. We're almost there with the training process. He's not trained to whistles yet, and he can't do any of the splitting of the sheep yet or the turn back commands, but he has general control over the flock. So we're just going to show him to you now very quickly, and he enjoys a bit of exercise as well. So.
Bata pa kasi.
He's still very excited. He's still active because he's 2 years old. He's all the time playing and messing about. But if you listen, if you watch him now for a second, as soon as I say look, he turns into work mode. He's looking up the field to see where the sheep are. To the left.
Train na rin.
Yung mega punta. Lahat mo sa mega punta.
Para marinig ko ba yun? Stand. Stand. Come back. Come back. Stand. Stand. Hey. Stand. Stand.
Kaya nga, isa pa siya meron rin. Pagkutang gilas din.
Senior kasi siya silang dalawa.
Kailangan nila step up. Look, look. Kailangan mag-step up. Kailangan mapatunayan. Performance evaluation. Wala pa, hindi ko Brand. Wales.
So that's Bran. You can see already he's building up a good relationship with us. He's very friendly, very willing to work, and hopefully he'll replace one of the older dogs in time. Tess is 7 years old now, Claire is 4, and he's got big shoes to fill because these border collies are also competition dogs. We compete in sheepdog trials all over Ireland and the UK. Tess on the left has won the international championships for us back in 2021, and Claire has been on the Irish team on 2 occasions over the last 2 years. Farming wise, we talked about lambing time. We've one predator we have to watch out for at lambing time, and that's our red fox. Our red fox will take baby lambs anything from about newborn to about 3 weeks old. Thankfully though, we've no wolves or coyotes or bears, any of the large predators. We don't have them in Ireland, so sheep live a fairly relaxed life once they get over the lambing season. Okay. Another thing is shearing time. Shearing time is a busy time of the year. In June we remove the fleece for the welfare of the sheep. has to be done once a year. I don't think a lot of you are wearing wool product today. That has I suppose the wool product would have been a source of our income for the last 40 years at the very least. In the year 2023, wool is almost worthless in Ireland. We remove it from the fleece, the sheep. It's so plentiful, we're getting 10 cents per kilo for it. So that's life, I'm afraid. That's the way the world is going. A lot of people are wearing synthetics and cottons and other products that are cheaper to produce. Meat production is the primary source of income. Okay. Any questions, guys? Any questions?
Are the female dogs smarter?
Females dogs are probably a little bit quicker to learn. I don't know if that's the reason because they're smarter or not. Are you looking for a bit of praise about that? But males and females, they're just as good as each other by the time they're finished. Okay, by the time they're finished training. But I have a female border collie that's only 16 months old, and she's doing just as